Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of The Farmer Was Replaced. And in the last episode, we started setting up our DFS maze code here, and it mostly works. I think it mostly works. Now, one change I did make is, and I might be able to just Control Z this. This was adding our current location to our move list. Then I was moving, getting a new location, and adding another location to the move list. But what this does is every time it repeats, even if I don't move, I was adding it to my move list again and again and again. And I don't necessarily want that. So I think I'm going to delete that one. And then we are going to move this so that we add our current location to our move list, which is actually at this point, since we've already moved, it's our previous location. But I think that's going to fix it. We don't need to know the location that we're at because we never have to move to the location that we're already at. So we just have to remember the last location that we were at. So I think that should fix it, hopefully. Now, something we need to do to actually get this to run, because today I want to check out our code and see if it's even any more efficient at all. So somewhere in our gold farming code, we are going to have to run. What are we going to have to run? Maze move? Which one are we actually farming right now? Items, well entities, get bush. Use items, fertilizer, maze move. Okay, so we're calling maze move, and we have to feed in a number. And this is going to be interesting because we have to figure out how many times we want to recycle the maze. And I think the most efficient thing to do, as far as like quantity faster, is to just do the full 300. But if we don't need to do the full 300, then we're going to be wasting time that we don't necessarily need. So this might need some tweaking at some point. Whoops. But for now, let's just go like num halves. And we'll set that equal to 300, I think. And then we will maze move num halves in here. I don't think we even need this harvest code. Do we? I think there's a harvest at the end of my pumpkin code. There is. Okay, so then we don't need this. I don't believe we need that. Okay, so that should work. And that should actually just work the way it is, I think. The problem is, well, we can worry about that after. I was going to say, we want to probably get more fertilizer, and in fact, we probably will need to make sure we have enough fertilizer. Get number of fertilizer and pumpkins required. Number of fertilizer equals... this should be probably num harvest now. I don't know if it makes more sense to just recycle the map forever, or if it makes more sense to just do the 300. You know what? Let's put in here, instead of num halves for now, let's just put in maze times. And that is going to be the minimum number that we ever want to do. Now, it's not going to be super efficient because our DFS code isn't actually going to be working full speed, but it might help us a little bit. Let's give it a shot, and we'll see how it goes. Now, there's been an update, and there's all sorts of bugs in my code now. For example, if I call something goals like this, the name goals already exists in the outer scope. Trying to create a local variable with the name goals.goals already exists in the outer scope. Having two variables with the same name is usually a bad idea. So, how am I going to fix this? Maybe I just set it to goal. Does that maybe fix it? What a pain in the butt. I think I understand what it's saying, but if the code makes sense, why does it matter if I'm reusing like private variables and whatever? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we get rid of all these. I don't even know if this is gonna fix it. I hope it does. Okay, does that work now? I think I have other problems that are gonna be very similar to this. Goal.goal already exists. Why you do this? Okay, let's change this to like objective. This is probably gonna be something that doesn't work either, but let's give it a go. Okay, let's try that. Okay, at least that seems to be working now. So this is gonna do its thing. Hopefully it doesn't break. Oh my god. Everywhere where I use new location is gonna start causing me problems. New location dot new location already exists in outer scope, having two variables. Read about the scope for more information. This is a safeguard error message. You can turn it off in the options if it gets in your way. Oh, buddy, it's getting in my way. Errors. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Errors? Print warnings? Print warnings? That's not right. When enabled, the game will throw a safeguard error if you try to evaluate the truthiness of a function object. I don't think that's right. When enabled, the game will throw a safeguard error if there are local variable. Ooh! Oh! Is that gonna make this thing work again, please? I can't believe that just started happening out of nowhere. It used to work fine. Whoa! Okay, well, it seems to be fixed for now. Okay, we're gonna be getting into the mazes here pretty soon, I think. We're just farming up pumpkins, probably to get fertilizer. We have no fertilizer just yet. Hang on. Hang on. Where's my mazes? Okay, we're doing the maze. We're doing the maze. We're doing the maze. It's like around 40 minutes we start doing the maze-ish. Maybe just after. But this is mostly working. It seems to be doing good, actually. I'm impressed. And now the maze is opening up every once in a while. We're finding some shortcuts. Now, I don't know how many times it's actually going through all this. Oh, wait. What the heck? Why did it... It harvested the gold and then immediately started harvesting again. I guess what's happening is I probably needed 2 times as much gold. What the heck? What is happening? Maybe I'm having like multiple goals in a row. That is taking 31 times. I'm wondering if I have multiple goals in a row that take gold. So it's doing all the work, finding the gold, and then immediately it has to start farming gold again, which is not exactly what we want. So I think it probably is better just to do the maximum number and hope that it's going to be enough, because if it's not enough, then we're going to be locked into doing 300 more times again, and I don't necessarily want to do that either. So that's maybe not great. I don't know. We'll see if the time is better. It just did it again. Yeah, that's no good. What is it doing with my gold? Is it like upgrading stuff? It just did it again even. What is happening right now? What's my unlocks.cactus? We're not unlocking cactus for some reason. So something's broken. It's like we're harvesting. We're harvesting. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I not harvesting the actual treasure? Is that why I'm not getting any gold? Well count is less than the number. I don't think I'm actually on the treasure. Well, entity type is equal to entities.treasure. So I think what's happening is my count is going up by 1. Right here, we're measuring the next treasure. We're fertilizing the next treasure. The count goes up by 1. Bang. Oh, yeah. See, then the count goes up by 1. Count is no longer less than number, and we're harvesting whatever we're at. But the problem is we've already fertilized it. So that is a problem. So somehow in here, I can't harvest after I fertilized because that is a problem. So maybe what we want to do is increment the count. Increment the count first. Right here. Okay, because then if the count goes up to 4 or 40 or whatever the number is before we get to this point, does it kick you out immediately? I don't know if it does, actually. Okay, well, if it doesn't, then we can put a failsafe in here, and if count is less than number, we're going to do this. And that should work, because if a count is not less than number, I mean, none of this stuff even matters. This can all just go in here. Okay, so if count is not less than number, we're going to do nothing. We're going to end up down here, and then we're going to go back all the way up to the top of our while loop. Count is not less than number. We will harvest the thing. That, hopefully, will fix it. Okay, well, we actually have gold. We're actually farming gold now, which is good. It seems like we're not farming enough, and it's probably the same situation as before. Oh, we're farming cactuses now. That's really good. I wonder if I should just set that to 300, though, and we just push it. Just go for it. Because I don't even think that this was that much faster. I guess we'll see how it goes. Okay, it was a little bit faster. It was a little bit faster. I think we can do better, though. If I don't have to keep going back and forth between, you know, farming gold and farming whatever, let's just set this to num harvests. And hopefully that is going to be enough gold in one time, and I won't have to do the whole thing again. Because if I have to do 300 harvests twice instead of like 1.5 times, that's going to make a big difference. Now, the other thing is we're going to have to make sure we have enough fertilizer for this. And the fertilizer, get num fertilizer, num fert equals, we don't want maize time anymore, we want num harvs in here. And divided by effectiveness. I don't even really need this, but we can leave it. Num pump equals num fert times get cost. Okay, so that's all gonna work out okay. Perfect. Perfect. I guess I don't really need this anymore. We can get rid of that for now. And can I like indent it so I know it's not actually commented? There we go. And what else do we want to fix in here? I think that's good for now. Something else I want to do, hopefully, is like in the farm bones, I want to feed in, well, I guess the farm bones doesn't really matter that much. I would like to carry through all of the items and what it's going to cost to get each one. So for the bones, we need cactus. For the cactus, we need pumpkins. For the pumpkins, we need carrots. And I want to work myself all the way down to hay. Farm up all of the hay I need, all of it, and then move up to wood, and then move up to carrots, and so on and so on and so on. So I'm not jumping back and forth between the things, because I think that's also going to save some time. But I'm not quite sure exactly how I want to do that yet. But let's do this for now, see if this helps us out at all. That 300 map size, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, and I think we just reached a bug. I can't set this equal to 300. I think, yeah, I have to set it to 299. And And that was my problem. I thought that might be an issue, but I wasn't sure exactly how the code was going to read that. So we do have to go into my gold code and set this to 299. Because the first one is still getting taken care of in our right-hand rule maze formula, we're actually only doing the DFS 299 times. So now it should work. Okay. It looks pretty good. It's got still a little bit of jank, and I don't know why. It looks so good most of the time, but sometimes it just goes crazy. It just goes absolutely squirrely. Like right there. Why did it go all the way down here when I could have just cut through there? I don't know. It's mostly good, though. It's actually quite good. I'm very happy with it. I just need to try and debug it a little bit and figure out why it's not taking the direct route. Like, it should be taking the most direct route. Not sure. But it's looking good. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, so... Oh yeah, look at it go now. Okay, there's gotta be... We gotta be getting down, right? What's my numbers at here? Count equals 221. Oh my god, it's actually, taking a lot longer than I thought it would. We gotta be getting close, though. 253? It's slow. This is not the most efficient way to do this, I don't think. We're up to 50 minutes already, and we haven't even started farming cactuses, so... We got 27,000 gold for all that. And now we gotta start sorting cactuses. I think we maybe over-farmed the gold a little bit. We'll see what happens. I believe we have to use some more of it here in a second. Yeah, we ended up with 12.5 thousand left. So I think we still over-farmed it a little bit. Hopefully this is a new record, but I'm not holding my breath here. It doesn't look like it's going to be. Nope. Unfortunately. 55 something. We're into the dinos now, though. But we did have 12,000 extra gold left over, which is a lot. So we probably don't need all that. There's got to be a way to figure out how much gold we actually need, like total, from the time we start farming the maze to the time we're done, and just find the total amount of gold that we're going to need and farm it that number of times, and nothing more, nothing less. I think that should be relatively simple to do. We just have to figure out... I think we're just unlocking a couple cactus levels, and... What else takes the gold, even? I can't remember. Maybe if I just start this really quick... We pause. Auto unlock already unlocked. Do we have to... Here we go. Cactuses. Takes 5,000 gold. Dinosaurs. Okay. Okay. Okay, and what are we actually doing for cactuses? I think we do it a couple times. I do it twice. So we could have maybe even done it a third time. We might have had so much gold that it might have been worth it. You know what? Let's try it. What if I put another cactus in here? Cactus less than 1. This should say less than 2. And then what if I stick another cactus in here? Less than 3. That might make it a little bit quicker. The problem is we have to kind of figure out what the third level of cactus costs. As long as it's less than 12,500, I think we can do it. Oh, it's 4,000. Oh, we've already done it, though. We've already done it. We got 6,000 left. Okay, so that should be good. That should be really... Oh, wow. Oh, now we're farming gold again. That is not good. Why did we... Wait, what? Wait, what? Why did I just do a maze farm? I don't even know how that just happened. It did it like one time and then bailed out. Or did it actually do all 300 in that time? I got so much gold all of a sudden. What the heck? I have no idea. I am noticing that the next dinosaur upgrade is 1,000, and we have more than 1,000 cactus, so it might be worth grabbing that extra upgrade at some point. Or maybe we can do a check. If we have more than 1,000, then just spend it. You know, why not? We don't need these sitting here. Why is this taking so long? Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, that is done. It works. It's not perfect, but it works. So now the next thing I want to work on, before we start really debugging this thing, is, like I was saying before, getting the number of stuff that we need for each goal and carrying it all the way through until it's done. Now, that is going to be a little bit tricky, I think, because we kind of have to feed in all of our goals wherever they are now. I changed my code and now I can't keep up with things. Whoops. Whoa. I didn't know I could do that. How did I just do that? Oh my god. Okay, I didn't know we could do that. Where's my goal thing? Here we go. So up in here, we are getting all of the, now I've called them quantities, which I actually hate. I might go back to goals, but it's gonna just, you know what? Let's just go back to goals. Now that we've turned that stupid thing off, I can set all this back. Okay, there we go. So now we're getting all of our goals again. Now I kind of have to feed in all of them into the bone category if I'm going to actually do this properly, I think, because we feed all of them in. And then in here, we're going to calculate how many cactuses we need. But then when I call the farm cactus command, I also have to feed in the cactus goal on top of that. And then the same thing, when I call the cactus goal, we're calculating how many pumpkins, but I also have to feed in the pumpkin goal. So I think we're going to have to start, we might have to redo some of these codes. And instead of handing in bone goal, I have to hand in the total goal. So, oh boy. This is going to start to get problematic here. So instead of items.bones, nope, that is not it. I'm changing all these objectives back to goals as well. It just is easier for me to read that way. I don't know why it figures it's broken or why it was broken, but now it's not. Now the problem with doing this is if I miss one, everything's going to be broken. But I hope we got them all. No more objectives. Oh, there's one here. Did I get them all now? I think so. I think we got them. Okay, so now we need to, instead of farm pumpkin goals item.pumpkin, I think we're just going to feed in goals into all of these things. Oh, geez. I think so. This is going to probably break stuff. I should probably make a backup of all my code. You know what? Let's do that. Okay, so this is the code that we're working on right now, and I just made a new save called time to break. So, whoa. I did not mean to do this. There we go. So now we should be running in time to break, because everything is going to get broken very soon. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. We can change all of this to just be goals. We don't need items.bones. We don't need items.cactus, items.gold, power. Get rid of all of this and all of this. And polyfarm. I think I'm going to leave the polyfarm. No, we're not. We're just going to hand in goals. Keep it consistent. Okay, hand in goals. Everything is going to be broken. Okay, so that's cleaned up. All we're doing now is passing in goals to each one of our farm codes, which is going to hopefully eventually work for us. Now in here, since we're passing in goals, we're going to have to set bone goal equal to goals. How was I doing this? Goals items dot bones. Okay, and then once we have that, we've got our bone goal. We need to farm cactus. Now this is going to be weird because we're going to have to feed in num cactus, but we're also going to have to feed in goals. And then that means that cactus is going to need two things. This is going to be like num cactus plus goals. And then everything is just going to be broken soon. So, I mean, here we are. So, num cactus is just a number that we're feeding into it on top of the goal already. So then cactus goal should just be equal to num cactus plus goals at items dot cactus. I hope. So that gives us this number, which includes everything that we need for the bones as well. Now, num gold equals blah, blah, blah. The problem is this one's going to be a little bit janky because I still think we want to just set the farm gold equal to a number and not even worry about it anymore. Okay, maybe we'll just leave the gold one alone. If we don't have enough gold, then we're going to just farm gold. Times num gold. You know what? Let's just keep it consistent. I'll also pass in goals. And then we'll keep all of our coding kind of consistent for later. So then inside of here, we're going to have num gold and goals. And then where am I looking for here? Gold goal is going to equal num gold plus goals at items dot gold. Then in here, we're going to be farming num pumpkins and goals and perfect. Then we got to go in here, set this equal to num pumpkins, and goals. Pumpkin goal will then equal, is it pump goal? Yep, equals num pumpkins plus goals at items dot pumpkin. Okay, hopefully that all works. I need to do carrots in here somewhere. Polyfarm. Num carrots, polyfarm, 0 num carrots. This is a pickle. Yeah, see, the polyfarm thing is just going to be a problem. It's just going to be a problem for the way I'm working this right now. So maybe I leave it. But then that means we're going to have to change this part back. Wherever my polyfarm thing was, we're going to have to set this back. Okay, something like that. Goals items.hay, goals items.wood, goals items.carrot. And I'm going to need to do that in here. If num unlock equals polyculture. Whoops. Nope, that actually is the same. Polyculture. Here, polyfarm. Bingo. And right in here as well. Bingo. And you know what I could have done? Instead of doing this, I could just override the goals Oh man, I should have done that. I should have set cactus goal here. Goal item.cactus equal to item.cactus plus num cactus. Ah, what a missed opportunity. I don't feel like going back. Not right now, maybe later. Okay, so now in here, in our... Oh, actually, I should do these in order. Farm flowers is fine. It should be fine. Carrot goal is going to equal goals at items dot carrot. No, carrot. And then I gotta set this equal to goals. And that should be fine. Wood is the same thing. Wood goal equals goals items dot wood. And then this is going to be goals. And then the hay goal one equals hay. No. Equals goals items. Dang it. Items dot hay. And set this to goals. Okay, time to see all of the stuff that I've broken. Is this even gonna run? Well, so far so good. So I realized that when I was doing my farming code in here, I have to set 0 to all the previous ones, or all the first variable that's getting passed through, and then goals as well, because when I'm asking my codes to make me extra stuff, they need to know what the first number is, so that's going to break things if I don't do it. Other than that, we should be getting closer to something that's going to work. It's not pretty. I told you guys I should have been updating my goals instead of doing this, but I'm committed now. So I'll have to think about fixing it later. I just want to see if this is even gonna work. So far, it looks like it is. And we're broken. I forgot to put in num carrots in here. Num care. And goals. Num care plus goals. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. Okay, well now my code is just broken. Oh, goals. Do I need to put a number in here? I think I need to put a number in here. Num bones, even though we're not gonna actually use this. Again, just to be consistent. Num bones, bone goal equals num bones plus that other thing. Okay. Anyway, we were up at 50 some minutes already with the code as is. So it doesn't seem like we're saving any time after doing all of that refactoring and making it actually super jank. It doesn't seem like it's actually fixing anything. Okay, well, unfortunately, it seems like it is actually slower for us to do that. And it's probably because I made it super janky. I did not do that efficiently whatsoever. The more I started thinking about this and the more I was debugging it, I'm not happy with this. So I might have to go ahead and clean that up, but I'll probably do it off camera because it's going to be a lot of just like refactoring everything, and it's going to take forever. It's going to take me hours probably to actually figure it out and clean things up properly. So I don't think we're going to record that, but we'll see how it goes. We did get a new high score today, though. We're down to 55 minutes, which is good. I think we can do better, but it's good. It's fine. I'm happy with it. Once I get all my code cleaned up and we're actually farming things properly, I think we're going to shave a few more seconds off. I don't know how we're going to make up 30 minutes. I saw people on that board with 18-minute times and like... just for example, I don't even think I have Polyfarm unlocked in 18 minutes. and I don't know how to make that faster. Okay, we're getting into sunflowers here. I have to keep refreshing so I can keep my upgrade list. Sunflowers, okay. Expand, speed, grass. I think we can also shave some time off of our maze solver. If I don't set it to 300, set it to like 200 instead, it'll shave a little bit of time, and something's broken. The maximum number, what did it say? The maximum number of something has been exceeded. Excuse you? Okay, well, anyway, I think what I'm going to have to do is revert back to my previous save, which is exactly why we did this. Refactor. Refactor? I think this was the one I was using. Do you wish to save before loading? No. I hope this is right. Is this right? Please? It looks right. Okay, this is before we broke everything, I believe. All right, well, we're right back here. I mean, the only thing we actually managed to accomplish today was getting our maze code implemented into our code. And really, that was about it. Everything else was a waste of time, but that's okay. Anyway, guys, I hope you were loving the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you next time.